everyone, welcome back to my channel. So yeah, it's been a while. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Monique, and for those that are not new, maybe you've noticed, but I haven't been making videos for the entirety of January. And January has been quite a month. Um, Start of the year was pretty hectic, to be honest, and yeah, so I was busy with a lot of stuff in my, private life, and I haven't colored that much either, but you will see that in later in this video. But that's also the reason why in the beginning of this month I haven't made a video for my finished pages for December. And maybe that's a good thing because again, I haven't really colored that much this month, so together, with my December pages, it actually makes a video, something that's worthy to film basically. So yeah, so in this video I'm going to show you my finished pages for December and January, and I'm going to show you the project books that I picked out. So for this year 2026 I picked two project books. One project book I need to just like finish. You know, I keep coloring in it till it's done. And the other one is my project book for the next 6 months. So yeah, let's just start with that. And for that, I need my coloring book journal. And this is January. I need December because that's where we start. And I always write down all of the pages that I color and what I used and all of that. So I'm gonna keep that over here on the side and put this on it. And then let's just start with the first book. So the first book that I colored in December was in Christmas Gnomes by Teresa Goodrich, and I did this page. And what I did is I used alcohol markers to base the entire page. And I did like I used a blue marker to create all of the shadow, and then I went over with like the color that I wanted to use for everything. I used pencils on top, my Prisma pencils I used on top, and I used metallic paint pens for the glittery effects. And yeah, I do like this page, it really came out pretty cute, I think. Yeah, it's not bad, definitely not. Yeah, proud of this page, to be honest. Yeah, and did I use anything else? Well, of course, white pink pen. And that's it. That's it. So yeah, I like this page for a first page. And I love this book. I always color in this book with Christmas, and that's if I do that, then I really like your book. So the next book is a Fuzzy Hygge Christmas Vibes coloring book by Vivi Tinta. And yeah, I started coloring this one because I really could use a cleanser. So I did this page. What I used: alcohol markers, white paint pens, and some. I'm sorry, I mean it's my cat. Some glitters. Yeah, some glitter pens over here on the girly kitten. And of course, lots of white pink pens for the snow and everything. So yeah, easy page, fun page, very relaxing to color. I love these kind of books to color, really I do. I don't want to have too many of them because I do think that eventually they all look kind of the same. But to have a couple of them in your collection, yeah, I do like that. So yeah, I love this book. So I finally colored God Jewel by Hannah Carlson. So I actually got this book. Jeez, my cat. Oh my god. Anyways, I finally colored a book, a page in this book. Hee hee. Ah, you're distracting right now, my dear one. Um, I colored this page, the little mousies. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of it. Um, so I colored this one with my polychromos, and I used some metallic gel pens, and that's it, I believe. Oh no, I also used some oil pastels for the background, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, really proud of this page. I really like the color combination. It's not like very classical Christmassy, but that's what I like about it. So yeah, I finally colored a page in this book, and I'm really proud of it. So another book that I colored in is of course in Matchstick Mouse. I love those books by Morgan O'Brien. A Christmas coloring book, of course. And I colored in this scene. And as you can probably already see, there's lots and lots of glitter on this page. So I colored this one with my Prismas, and I even colored like the background that's actually just black. And I put a little bit of blues on it just to give it a little bit more. Usually I think it's quite boring, this black background, so I really wanted to do something with it. Yeah, and the rest of the colors that I used, um, very simple palette basically. Um, I used some stickles for the glitter parts, and yeah, that's it. Um, yeah. So yeah, there's not that much else I can tell you about this page. So yeah, that's Matchstick Mouse, a Christmas coloring book. So, All the Colors of Christmas by Maria Trolla is the next book that I colored in Christmas. Of course, I had to color in this book with Christmas. I really like this Christmas book of hers. Um, the pictures are simple enough that you can actually get some coloring done around Christmas time, Usually I'm very busy around this month, so don't have that much time to color, but we do like to finish a page. So I picked this one because it's not very like Christmassy in a way, but it's more like a wintry scene. But I really liked it, and I really wanted to do something with the sky, like a very dramatic sky. Um, I think I managed that. I really like the outcome. So I colored this one with my chroma flows and some white paint pen for covering up the lines of the clouds and the stars and everything. And that's it. I didn't use anything else, and I really like the little fox over here. Love that little foxy. So yeah, I really like the outcome, and like a lot of fun, also to experiment with snow. So instead of blues, I used purples and pinks and some yellows to create snow, and I really like that. I'm sorry for my cat. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna have a look. I think he wants to play. So yeah, love this one. So here we have Nice Little Town Christmas number 3 by Tatiana Bogema. And I'm definitely not proud of the page that I colored in this one. So I bought this book in Christmas 2024, and I didn't color in it that year. So I basically make myself coloring in it this year, or in 2025, Christmas 2025. And yeah, I wasn't really inspired to do this coloring, and you can really see it. I don't like it at all, to be honest. It's definitely not my greatest work. In fact, I can do a lot better than this, but I didn't really feel it. I wasn't inspired doing this page, especially down here. I just think it's plain ugly, to be honest. Um, so what I used for this page is alcohol markers. I used my chroma flows on top here and there, especially like for the white pencil that you see, and some dark pencil over here. And I used metallic pens, different kinds of metallic pens. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. No. I was just glad I was done with it and that I've colored something in it, and that's it. I don't know what it is, but I struggle with this book for some reason, so to color it, to find inspiration. Maybe because I've seen already so many pages of her books, but I don't know what it is. Just, I love it when other people color in this book, and this was the reason why I bought it, but for me, for some reason, it doesn't click. So yeah, I'm not very proud of this page. So the last book that I colored in December is in Year of Witches by Zuko, and I colored this page, very simple page, just an alcohol marker page and some glitter pens and metallic pens and all of that. White gel pens, of course. Um, yeah, so this is a block coloring book of mine. And I do have a couple of block coloring books. Most of them are those cute and cozy kind of books that I just block color in, and that's because it's very relaxing, I think, and sometimes that's exactly what you need. I don't always need to create a masterpiece, basically. And I chose this book as a block coloring book because the paper is extremely bad, and I was like, I'm not even gonna struggle with it, to try to shade it and turn it into something more, because it would probably just gave me a headache. So I turned it into a block coloring book, and I'm pretty happy with that. Um, so I did this one. Again, I already told you what I've used, so and there's not that much to tell you about it. I do have to say that in her witches books, there are quite some really fun Christmas pages. I really like the Christmas pages in this book at least. I don't actually own the other ones, but yeah. So Year of Witches. So the first um, project book that I picked is my 6 month project book. So this is going to be my 6 month project book. Ivy en de kleurrijke vlinder, or Ivy and the let me look it up. I always forget. And the Inky Butterfly. Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Joanna Bashford. Now, why did I pick this book? I picked this book because I really want to finish this book someday, and I still haven't colored in it. So basically, what I did is I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make this my project book, and then I have to color in it. And I did. I made like a small little beginning in it, and that's the name page. It's not much, but it's definitely something. And usually, when something is colored in a book, it becomes a little bit more easier for me to keep coloring in a book. So what I used is Neon Colors 2 and my Derwent drawings and some dual metallic gel pens. And I don't know if you can see the gloss of it, because they are actually quite shiny, these pens. I do like them a lot. But as you can see, it's quite dark. The tones quite earthy. I like to call it down to earth. I picked that for a reason. Because this is a little bit of the vibe that the book is going to be in. Um, I don't want to use a lot of very vibrant colors, actually, to be honest. I like this vibe that's going on here. So for my next page, I'm actually going to color this page. And that's because this page, I have no idea. I have no inspiration for it. I don't even really like this page that much. There's just too much going on. And I do know what I'm going to do with this page. So I said, you know what, I'm going to color this one. And as soon as I have an idea for this one, then I'm going to color that one. But I'm not going to force myself to color a page if I don't have any ideas for it. And for some reason, this page, this is actually the page, the reason why I still haven't colored in this book, because I wanted to do it in order and I did not know what to do with this page. So I decided just to leave it for what it is, and maybe someday I do have an idea and then I just gonna use that idea. So yeah, so this is gonna be my a book that you're gonna see a lot of in the next 6 months, and let's see how far we get. You know. So the project book that I picked for basically keep coloring in it and finish the book. My forever project book. I chose Botanicum by Maria Trolle. Why did I pick this book? Well, the images in this book. First of all, we have only single pages in this book, as far as I know. We don't have any double pages, I believe. And the images itself, they're actually quite simple, as you can see. And that made this book, doable. And I think that's very important for your very first project book, at least a project book that you have to keep working in to finish it, make it something that's doable. So for my first page that I colored in this book, I chose this page with the black background. Very simple page. It didn't took long for me to finish. I colored this one with my color softs and a little bit of white pigments on the bird. And that's it. Kept very simple. Another thing that I really like about this book is that in the back you can find like this entire list of the plants that are in this book and the insects and other kinds of animals, as you can see. And because of that reason, I numbered my pages so I can actually like look it up. So yeah. Do I like it, this page? Well, it's okay. It's not like the worst. It's not the best. It's an okay page. It's a good start. I have to color in this every month, at least one page. So I will probably have pages eventually that I'm more proud of, and there will also be some pages I'm probably not gonna like, but I think that's pretty normal. But yeah, so this is gonna be a book that you're gonna see a lot of. Botanican by Maria Trolle. So then we have Wildflower Folk by Christina Karen. I finally colored a page in this book. This is a book that I wanted to color in for a pretty long time, but for some reason I was pretty intimidated by this book. And I have to be honest, I don't understand it anymore. I'm gonna be honest about it. I don't understand it anymore. I colored this one, and I really like the outcome of it. And I also found out that I think that coloring in her books is very relaxing, to be honest. It's not difficult at all. In fact, I would call this a beginner's book. If you just follow her. That's my cat saying hello. Hey, hey, sweetie. Yeah, I know, I know. I'll be done, okay? In just a sec. I'll be out. I'll be done. Okay. Anyways, so it's really easy to color. If you are a beginner, I really highly recommend her books. Because it was so relaxing to color, I'm definitely gonna go more in this book. So what I used is polychromos. That's it. I only used polychromos pencils, and the outcome is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so love this page and love this book. Wonderful paper, by the way. The paper is absolutely freaking amazing. It's really easy, to create multiple layers, and yeah, wonderful. Really, really wonderful. So, Wildflower Folk. So, another book that I colored in is in Cute and Magical Coloring Book, and again the glare. So let's leave it at this. So, Cute and Magical Coloring Book by Alexandra Francis, and I really like this book. It's cute and cozy, but at the same time, she knows she has her own style, so I really like that. So, I colored a lot of snow in the last couple of months. We all did probably. Um, and I was really, really sick and tired of snow, and I wanted to have something more springy. you know, yeah, I'm longing for spring at the moment. So I decided to color this one in like pastel tones, and I really like the outcome. Very simple page. I did actually do a little bit of shading, around the hair and the leaves and the branches and all that. I used alcohol markers for this page. Um, some glitter yeah, those sparkle pens from Spectrum Noir. That's what I used on the wings, and flower over here, and some white paint pens for the highlights, and yeah, that's it. Very simple page again, but sometimes that's exactly what you need. So the last book that I colored in January is in Nalco Neko, Story of Precious Cats. So I bought this book back in December, and well, actually November, but I got it in December. And I promised myself that I would color a page in it for January. And I saw this page and I thought this page is perfect. And I'm really proud of this page, how it came out. And yeah, what I used for this page is my polychromos and a little bit of white Pit pen, on the windows over here. And that's it. It's an all pencil page. And I really like how it came out. Yeah, of course there's like a lot of snow on this page. So let's just say I cannot color snow anymore. I mean, after this page, I'm done with snow. So I'm not gonna do any snowy pages in February, I think. No, I'm done with winter. Spring needs to come. So yeah, I'm really, really proud of this page. I really like my house, the brickwork and everything. I really like that. And I really like the little cats, my snowman, how they came out. So yeah, love this page. So that's the last one that I colored in January, and with that, um, yeah, basically that's it for this video. So I hope I can film a little bit more in February, because I do actually have a lot of ideas for videos, that Yeah, I have a lot of ideas, but it's time. It's always time, of course. So I do hope that I have a little bit more time this month, and then I can make a couple of more videos. And with that said, I see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment. It really helps, really. I mean, with how the algorithm works today, it really, really helps. So, yeah, see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.